There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw. Kendrick. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Kendrick. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Talk about so far so good. Right now they are purring like a high-quality sports car. You name it, they're getting it done. What's the definition of balance? Doing what you want to, when you want to. They're doing it through the air and on the ground.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Kendrick. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Love, they go play action now. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Kendrick. And his pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off play action. Kendrick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They have the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
We're scoreless after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Operating from the gun, Kendrick. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a second down. Off the play fake, Kendrick. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Kendrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already at field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jones, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Off the play fake, Love. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw. Kendrick. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Kendrick. There's Trimble, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Push it back. Push it back. Check 26. Check 26.
Looking to throw. Kendrick. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Kendrick, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man, complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short, Love rolling to his right. He hits Adams complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 5 yards remain on second down. Throwing, Love. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Love now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because
rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the play fake. Kendrick under pressure, and they got to him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Looking to throw. Kendrick. And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They're going to try and throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Kendrick. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 2nd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Love looking to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kendrick. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Kendrick. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Love sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field.
Love looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That caught by Trimble. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.